Let's begin with Melrose versus Ayr at the Green Yards, and at half-time the Black and Yellows were in cruise control, comfortably winning 14-5, dominating the set pieces and going over for two effortless tries from Todd Pearce and Andrew Nagle, both converted by Joe Helps. But in the second half, Ayr came out and turned the tables, taking advantage of numerous handling errors from Melrose to run in 3 tries and clinch a bonus point win by 27-17. Despite the result and last week's loss as well, Melrose still topped the table on 38 points. Highlights from the game are online now on Borders Rugby TV at bordersrugby.net. Reaction from head coach John DL.
Yes, the way we played that first half there, I thought was so dominant. Coughed up a couple of tries, we were 14 point to 5 up, and we thought we'd kick on the second half. The guys weren't even breathing at half time, and Ayr are a quality side, we knew that. I thought they came out and they did a bit to us, but I'm looking at ourselves. Ayr are a good side. I'd give them the total respect for that, but we killed ourselves in the middle there. I don't know what we tried to do in the middle of the field. Our accuracy was absolutely terrible. I know the conditions played. Ayr won the game by playing rugby, and it's usually our strength, and we tightened up, and we just made far too many mistakes that second half, and really disappointing second half.
Over at Netherdale, it was second versus third, with Gala meeting Heriots, and it was a tight affair right up to the end, played in horrendous conditions. Gala came out on top 11-9, with Grant Somerville's try the only one of the game. Ewan Scott's 2 penalties, including one 10 minutes from time, proved decisive. Coach George Graham said afterwards it was all about the win.
We'd spoke about this before the game, and it wasn't really about the performance. It was just about showing a bit of character and getting the win, and it keeps us hot on the heels of the teams that are above us. But next week is going to be a huge game now, because it's one of the games that's the 2 bonus matches that we need to play, and we've got Stirling down here, which will be a huge game for us. We need to try and get a win out there. Once again, it's not about the bonus point, it's just about getting the win and stacking up the points and keeping with the likes of Melrose, and Ayr are finding a bit of form now. Heriots will still be there or thereabouts come the end, so we just need to keep winning our games and just staying with all other teams.
Hoyk once again looked to be heading for a victory when in injury time they let Glasgow Hawks back in with a converted try, and the game was drawn 17 points each. Neil Rennick and Bruce McNeil scored tries for the Greens, with Rennick converting both and kicking a penalty. Hoyk head coach Phil Leck.
We played some really good controlled rugby. We controlled the ball, and then in the very last minute of the game, with them being on their line, we've conceded probably one of the most stupid tries that we've ever conceded in the history of the game. And they've gone from their own goal line and hacked and kicked and hacked, and like some sort of Keystone Cops thing, and ended up the other end scoring, and the guys popped the points over. And so we've got a draw out of the game, but really disappointed that we should have had the win.
The other Premiership results, and a bit of a shock here: Stirling County 10, Curry 27, and Edinburgh Accies 42, Aberdeen Grammar 26. So Melrose are on 38, Heriots have 37, Ayr and Gala both have 35. Into the National League, and Selkirk pulled off a superb win on the road at Watsonians 18-15, with tries from Scott Hendry and James Bett, and Hendry kicking the rest. The big shock was Boroughmuir losing for the first time this season at home to Stewart's Melville, who now go up to second in the table. Kelso beat Biggar 21-18 with tries from Richard Minto and Sam Hampson, and kicks by Ben Cooper. Peebles went down at GHA 26-12, their 2 tries going to Matt Carrier and Jonathan Switek. In Championship B, Jed Forrest got back to winning ways against Haddington, winning 27-6 at home, but missing out on a try bonus. Robert Hogg, Mark Burke and Donald Grieve scored the 3 tries, with Chris Laidlaw adding the rest. Hoyt YM lost at Murrayfield Wanderers 41-23 and find themselves at the bottom of the table. The results now from East League 1, Hoyt Lindeen 5, North Berwick 10, Portobello 21, Langham 7, Preston Lodge 53, Dun 7, and RHC 74, Hoyk Harlequins 3. League Division 2, Inverleith 9, Berwick 17, Trinity Accies 19, Earlston 6. In Division 3, the only local game played, Walkerburn 8, Ross High 12. And in the RBS Reserve League Division 1, Gala 10, Heriots 14, Melrose Storm 24, Ayr 10, Stirling County 29, Selkirk 3. And in League 2, it ended Kelso 26, Biggar 23. Next week, apart from Gala's game in the Premiership against Stirling County, the focus is on the Border Cup and Shield competitions, with plenty of local derbies all kicking off at 12:30 because of Scotland versus Japan at Murrayfield at 2:30. Well, Hawick YM take on Kelso, Jed Forest at home to Selkirk, Melrose host Hawick, that's the big one, and the Shield sees Berwick take on Duns, while in the second 15 Cup it's Selkirk A against Peebles A. Well, for the full list of next week's fixtures and to get the latest news, results, rankings, audio and video, go to bordersrugby.net.